Welcome back to Grammar Fundamentals for the PSAT. This is Chapter 3, Lesson 20. We've built tenses with helping verbs before. Today, we meet a special family of tenses, the perfect tenses. They all share one recipe, a form of the verb have plus the past participle. Once you see that pattern, the present perfect and the past perfect fall right into place. Let's start with the recipe, because every perfect tense uses it. You take a form of the helping verb have, and you join it to the past participle of the main verb. Here, have plus finished. The have verb is just the helper. The past participle, finished, carries the meaning. Underline that participle in your mind. It is the part that never changes. Have plus past participle, that is the perfect pattern. First, the present perfect. Its recipe is has or have plus the past participle. Use has with a singular subject and have with the rest. She has practiced. He has practiced. They have practiced. What does it mean? An action that started at some point in the past and is connected to right now. Still true, still counting. So the present perfect reaches from the past all the way up to the present. Now the past perfect. Same idea, one helper. Had plus the past participle. She had practiced. It uses had with every subject, so it is simple to spot. And the meaning is the key. The past perfect names an action that was already finished before another past action happened. She had practiced for weeks before the recital. The practicing came first, then the recital. Past perfect is the earlier of two past events. So here is the whole contrast, and it lives entirely in the helping verb. If the helper is has or have, you are in the present perfect, and the action reaches up to now. If the helper is had, you are in the past perfect, and the action was finished before some other point in the past. Same past participle either way, only the helper changes. Has or have, present perfect. Had, past perfect. Let's try a few. In this first set, look at the helping verb in the verb phrase. If it's has or have, it's the present perfect. If it's had, it's the past perfect. Pause and try each one before I answer. They have remembered the gifts for the speakers. Find the verb phrase. Have remembered. The helper is have, joined to the past participle remembered. Have means present perfect, so the answer is present perfect. The tulips had sprouted before the frost arrived. The verb phrase is had sprouted. The helper is had, and the sprouting was finished before the frost, another past event. Had means past perfect, so the answer is past perfect. People have played stickball games for centuries. The verb phrase is have played. The helper is have, and the action began long ago and continues right up to now. That's the present perfect, so the answer is present perfect. 3 more. Same plan. Find the verb phrase and let the helping verb tell you. Has or have is present perfect. Had is past perfect. Pause and try each one. She had telephoned him before school started. The verb phrase is had telephoned. The helper is had, and the call came before another past event, school starting. Had means past perfect, so the answer is past perfect. The dog has slipped out of its collar. The verb phrase is has slipped. The helper is has, the singular form, joined to slipped. Has means present perfect, so the answer is present perfect. The wind had grabbed my hat before I could react. The verb phrase is had grabbed. The helper is had, and the grabbing finished before I could react, another past moment. Had means past perfect, so the answer is past perfect. Let's wrap up. The perfect tenses all share one recipe, a form of have plus the past participle. The present perfect uses has or have and names an action that began in the past and reaches up to now. The past perfect uses had and names an action that was finished before another past action. The participle stays the same. The helper does the work. Has or have, present perfect. Had, past perfect. Great work.